Hey everyone, Vic here with getW9.tax right here. All right, that's kind of a cheesy ad there, but so I've launched this W9 system. It's been a few months. This system originally was developed for internal use for my clients, and then so we kind of decided to just add a few bells and whistles and open it up for general use. And we've actually had a few subscribers sign up that are not my clients that have been using it and getting some good use out of it. And so I'm going to show you a quick demo on how the system works and benefits. All right, here we go. To log in, you go to the login page or sign in page. And once you've signed in, you'll be at your dashboard. And so this is what the subscriber dashboard looks like. Here it just has a little summary of how many requests they have outstanding, how many W-9s have received, their own W-9s that they've sent, and how many of their own companies they've added. And they can have an unlimited number of their own companies in here. And then there's just some links down here. This little secure shareable link, that's part of the Giga plan. So instead of you sharing a link to the IRS website with a W-9 form or sharing a blank PDF of the W-9, you just share this link and it's connected to your account, your subscription, which is a unique link. And so anybody that fills out a W-9 using this link would be sending that W-9 directly back to your portal instead of you having to manually create a request. So just a little overview of the dashboard, and then here on the left hand side we've got the little menus, settings, integrations, where right now we have a QuickBooks Online integration. So under settings they can add their own companies, or add your own companies, as many of your own companies as you need to. Under integrations, you can integrate each one to a QuickBooks Online account. So if you have 100 companies added, you can integrate every single one of them to their own QuickBooks Online account. So how to request a W-9 through the system. So there's multiple ways. The first way is by manually creating the request. Here, you pick which company you're requesting on behalf of, your vendor, contractor, supplier's business name, their contact person's name, and email. And then if you put a cell number in here, it will also text them a request by text message, and then they'll get that link on their phone. And then once you hit save and proceed, they get that notification. And so in another video I'll show you, or in another section I'll show you what that form input looks like. And so that's one way of getting the W-9 request. And so once you've set up the request, here it'll show you the status of it. And every 3 days it will automatically send a notification saying, hey, you haven't filled out this W-9, which is kind of your audit trail. And if you want to manually resend that request, you can click the pencil, send invitation, and send it again. And so once someone has filled out their W-9, it will automatically come back into your portal, and all the data will be here in a spreadsheet. You can kind of customize the columns, export it into an Excel file, and then you can also see the PDF of what they filled out right here. And then you can download the PDFs if needed. My W-9s is if you need to send one of your own W-9s to someone, you can do that. You go through the steps and fill out your own W-9. It's stored in there, and then when you're sending it to someone, you put in their name and email, and they get an email saying XYZ person has shared their W-9 with you. Click here to download it, and once they start the process, they have an hour. After an hour, that link expires. All right, integrations. So this is a kind of a big one because this helps automate and take care of a lot of the headaches with W-9s. I'll show you this whole process in another section coming up. One thing to note on these W-9 requests, so like if you have a QuickBooks Online company integrated with getW9, so if someone does fill out a W-9 form and it comes back into getW9, the getW9 will create that vendor profile in QuickBooks Online for you, and also attach the W-9 PDF and populate all the vendor details. Now if you already have a vendor that has that same name in QuickBooks Online, then what it'll have to do is add a period to the end of the name, and then you just manually go in and merge the two. It's just a little workaround because of the way the API and all that's written. So now that you've seen kind of the dashboard and basic overview of the system, next I'm going to show you how the QuickBooks integration works after you've already integrated each company or one company. Here we go. So once you've integrated your getW9 account with your QuickBooks Online account, you can add your vendors into your QuickBooks account. As long as you put a name and an email address, getW9 will pull all those in and send a request to that vendor. But if you do not put an email and just put a vendor name, then you'll get an email from getW9 saying XYZ vendor has an email address missing. And once you put the email in, then getW9 will create a request. Then in a few minutes, getW9 will send this email to your vendor. So here the vendor gets this email saying, hi, such and such has requested a Form W-9 from your company, and you can fill it out here by clicking on this link. So when the vendor clicks this link, they will be walked through a online digital W-9 form step by step. So here, it gives them the 4 steps, and this takes less than a minute. And so they'll start putting in their information, they'll pick their entity type, tax ID. So once the vendor has submitted their W-9 back to you online, the W-9 gets stored in your getW9 account along with all the details, but in your QuickBooks, that vendor profile gets updated. So here if we refresh our QuickBooks, so here you see the vendor details have been populated, like their address. There's a PDF of that W-9 that we filled out. There it is. And then if we click on edit, we can also see their tax ID right there. And the system automatically checks the box that says track payments, but you can uncheck that if you don't need to. But here's all their details. It's pretty simple. It will save a lot of time and headaches, and it pretty much automates getting that W-9 for any vendor that you need a W-9 for. So real quick, just showing you how this shows up in your getW9 account. Your outstanding requests would be under this section, but there are no outstanding. But the ones that were received back will show up right here. So you see that last one that we had requested is right here, along with that PDF. Alright, so that was a real quick overview / demo of getW9.tax. If anyone wants an actual live demo where they want to ask questions, I'd be more than happy to give anyone a demo. You can book a demo. I'll put a link in the comments below. And so, you can reach me at vic@getw9.tax, or you can always text at 501-400-0555. And so anybody that signs up for the Giga plan, I'll send them a t-shirt. And then please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.